Well, with public trust at an all-time low, some Tory voters are already saying they will not vote for the party if Boris Johnson remains in charge.
Our North West reporter Bradley Harris is in the former mining town of Leigh. Now, Leigh is in Greater Manchester, Bradley. It was a Labour stronghold. It used to be held by Andy Burnham until the last election. So, is there a wobble going on there? What are you sensing in terms of what voters are thinking there?
Yeah, good morning both. I've been here for the last 24 hours in Leigh, and it's, as you say, this ex-mining town that turned a Labour red wall Conservative blue a couple of years ago. As you say, Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham once held this seat. James Grundy took it in December 2019. So just over a couple of years on, I've been finding out whether the people of this town voted, they voted for Conservatives, but whether they think in the same way that they voted this time a couple of years ago. Let's just hear some of their thoughts.
We'll look back at this and we'll probably say, you know, he's done a good job in the circumstances he was in, but could he have done things better? Yes, he could. Has he made mistakes? He certainly has.
He sounded all right at the beginning, but he's not now. He's just contradicted every rule he's made for everybody else follow, but not doing it himself.
Like the saying goes, never trust a Tory. That's all you have to say, really, don't you? I should have resigned long ago.
So he's had a part of it. I mean, for all we know, he might have been following all the rules himself. We don't know, do we? I don't think he's doing so bad with all this corona and that. I don't think he's done so bad.
He should lead by example, and he shouldn't have been doing it, because like we were all on lockdown, we weren't allowed to open here because of what was going on.
I was closed for nearly 7 months, me, and he should lead by example. If he could go to a garden party, why couldn't I serve my customers? And a lot of them, old ones, we don't see now because they died for COVID, or they're too scared to come out.
How do you feel about the whole situation? Tell me your thoughts. How are you feeling?
Let down. Miserable. We can't do what they can do. Why? He hasn't done what he's supposed to have done. He's the Prime Minister.
He's going to lead by example.
Tell the truth. Help people, don't hurt them. Because he's going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear the thoughts of the people in Leigh. Some of the people here in this town voted Conservative a couple of years ago, as I say, because some people tell me they thought that the Prime Minister Boris Johnson was a breath of fresh air, somebody a little bit different. But now, as you heard from some of the people there, frustration against the Prime Minister, against the Conservative Party for the actions that they took in that first lockdown. Of course, Number 10 is still waiting to hear the findings of that inquiry. And also, Boris Johnson himself has actually come out, as we know, in the last 24 hours to give a heartfelt apology, he says. But as you've heard from some of the people that I've been speaking to in Leigh in the past 24 hours, that apology simply doesn't go far enough.
Frustration, you were saying there, Bradley, but also palpable hurt, real hurt.